Okay, I'm going to have to be quick tonight because I think the camera's going to run out of batteries because I didn't really charge it up today, even though I reminded myself several times it didn't actually happen. So today we're going to do, we're going to do something to do with this thing. We're going to do another one of these. So we've done one before. I mentioned that I got a few more. Tonight it's, I think, oh, it's a Bulldozer. I thought it was a tractor when I got it in the shop. I don't know why, looking at it now, that I thought it was a tractor, but hopefully it's a quick one. How do you open the box? I don't know. Boxes are hard. Okay. Did I do it this way last time? I'm sure I must have. Look at that. You can take it all off even without, okay, I was going to say without damaging the box, but I just damaged the box. Alright. I always feel like sometimes when you buy things from a thrift store, an opportunity shop, and they have the stickers on it that damage the cardboard when you take the sticker off, that sometimes I can feel people's collectors' frustration at those stickers, because they can be very disheartening when you buy something that which is an absolute amazing condition vintage item, and then all of a sudden it stops. You've ruined the packet. Alright, that's right, this thing here, you have to do everything off the back. So there's no actual instructions. They're really cut down on bits and pieces, haven't they? What have we got to do here? We've got a couple of plastic pieces. So I guess the thing is, I don't remember in any other Meccano set of the few that I've ever done, there being many plastic pieces. So I guess that's the thing that makes this Meccano bolt, as opposed to just Meccano. So I'm going to look at the picture here. So it goes like that on the front, and then there's a different bit of plastic, this thing here. So there's actually a lot of plastic in this one. But it's nice plastic, so which way around does that go? I feel like I should have two copies. That's what I don't like about doing this whole thing. When you have to have a box. Okay, it goes like that. So this is textured in two different ways. No, it goes the other way around. It goes like that first. So that goes down like that into there and will connect into this thing. And I think I can kind of just screw this bit here. Feels very much like it's a Lego piece, doesn't it? We know the one that I'm thinking of, but it's obviously not a Lego piece. It doesn't work anything like a Lego piece. And then I've got that one in there, and then I think the little L goes like that. Little L. They have to do the little seat thing, so the seat goes there, and I assume it's a small one. Not many, you don't need washers for this. When I was a kid, I was always confused about the requirement of having a washer in any kind of mechanical thing. It's like, I didn't understand why. So I'd always, whenever I screwed anything in, there wouldn't be any washers in there. I never had any problems because I didn't do anything where a washer was important. But that was definitely a thing, a point of confusion when I was a child. And really, when you're an adult, it just doesn't make any sense. Why was this a big thing? So I think it goes like that. We can tighten this up a little bit. It's actually quite easy to tighten these little things together. Kind of, he says. Alright. Because you can kind of tighten it with your hand. I think, maybe. Yeah, that's alright. That's good enough. And then we've got to I've got to do this quick, because I really am nervous that the camera is going, well, this looks like you have to do everything in one go. So here's just looking at, I'm going to bring this up close so you can have a good look at what on earth I'm trying to do. Make a mental note. Maybe I should do, I think I should do this thing next. So that looks like it has an even smaller one. Well, there aren't any smaller ones. Smaller screw than that. Is this actually called a screw when it's not got, I guess it is a screw. Nuts and bolts. Nuts. It's not a bolt. Is it a bolt? That's the word I'm thinking of. Well, because, it looks like a bolt. But and you use it kind of like a bolt, but it also looks like a screw, and it's small, and so I'm reluctant to call it just. I'm going to do the top one because this is it's a silly conversation. The top part I don't think it matters which way around the plastic goes. And we'll put the wheel through first. So that goes through there. And then we'll put the plastic. I mean, I think the part of the appeal of making the instructions so sparse is that they really do add to the challenge of building the whole thing. And they do encourage you to think a bit more about what you are doing. There's a little, oh, that's a nut. I was wondering what that little thing there is. I thought it was a sticker for a second. It's not a sticker. So if I put this in, it should be okay, because I can move these things around afterwards. So if we've done the top bit, we should be all good for the rest of them. And then we put a little one of these things on. This is like, what are these kind of things called? The one they have a little bit of plastic. I forgot what they're called. I do know. Oh well. It should say on the box what the names of each kind of nut and bolt and thing is, because so these ones here, they've got the little bit of plastic on the end, and they have a specific name, which anybody who watches this channel will know the name of. I think I have to hold this thing here. Like, I think, because that would have been, like, I never really did Meccano as a kid, but I feel like if that could have been a useful way of teaching me the basics of what things are. Like, I didn't know what a self-tapping screw was until I was an adult. And it feels like that's the kind of thing I should have actually learnt as a kid. And people always use terms to do with woodworking and mechanical stuff as though they're perfectly, everyone should understand them, but I don't understand them, and I feel it's not uncommon. So if I put them in like that, that's not going to work. Oh, come on. That's because it's got the bit of plastic. Maybe if I put that underneath. No. Okay. Once I've got it down, I feel like the problem with this as a video is that it's hard to understand why I am struggling to do what appears at first to be a simple thing. Alright, well, that's okay for now. We'll come back for that later on. And still nobody knows why I was struggling. And I think, so this is where I'm going to get confused, because I don't know which way around this goes. So I have to look at the picture on the front. So it's supposed to look like that. So that answers that question pretty straightforwardly, and I can actually just guess that that goes through there. I guess I should put it the right way around, the same way around. And so this is going to be the nut side, and the other one's going to be the head side of the so I'm just going to do it. These are easy. You just hold it here. I'm just terrified that camera's going to make its little "I'm going to go to sleep now, it's all over, stop talking" sounds that it does. And then we have to do the same thing with it's a bit flimsy still. I guess I do have to do that quite tight. We need this one, and so that one can go through. Oh, I see. And then that one goes onto here, and then that one goes through there. I don't think you need to. Just double check that's actually what's going to happen. Yes, that is what's going to happen. So these are a bit further apart, spaced a bit further apart.